Alright, first things first, let me apologise for the quality of this video. I don't think... I'm in a car park in Exeter. I've just had a Costa. It's January, so it gets dark early. It's not even 5 o'clock yet, but it's pretty dark. So I put the light on in the motor. Hopefully you can see me. Maybe that's a bad thing, I don't know. But listen, I just wanted to share something with you guys, and I'm not a preacher. I'm not preaching it. I'm just sharing an experience which will hopefully encourage other people to go and do what I just did and take some proactive steps. So like I said, it's January, right? And it's the start of a new year, and we all like to set goals and New Year's resolutions and all that good stuff. But every January, I like to give myself what I guess you call an MOT, a health MOT. So you guys know I train regularly, I meditate. I have now taken the decision this year to include at least one physiotherapy session per month into my routine for some routine maintenance, to be, like I say, proactive and to look after myself. You all know the saying, prevention is better than cure. So that's part of what I've been doing. But the reason I'm here in Exeter is because I just went to the Nuffield Hospital, and back in November I booked a a session or a clinic or something. It's basically a 360 health screening. So it's a full head to toe or stump health check. So I've just come out and I wanted to share my experience with you guys. Okay, now I did this. There's nothing wrong with me. I knew that going in there. I don't have any concerns, any little dramas or any slight worries about my health whatsoever. Like I said, I'm trying to be proactive. So I went in, and the session was split down into 2 1-hour slots. So I went in, first of all, one of the doctors, and what did we do? I'm probably going to miss a few things out, but they started off with height and weight. For me, I found out I was 5'8". I thought I was 5'10", but that's no biggie. I can just pull out a 4mm Allen key and I can adjust my legs and I'll be 5'10". So I wasn't that concerned. Weight with prosthetics minus the arm, 11 stone. I knew that anyway. That's always difficult for me because without the legs, I'm 4 foot. I'm also 9 stone. I used to be 6'2", used to be 16 stone. So a lot of the stuff I do now, I base it on the height I am, the weight I am, wearing my prosthetics. So we got that done. We took blood. The blood got sent off. Like, it's a mega quick turnaround, like an hour, and that's it. To get all your results back from that. What else did I do? Oh, I peed in a pot. Pretty standard. I went in the toilet, filled up 20ml pot with some urine. I got I don't know what the name of it is. I'm not a doctor. Like a ECGogram or something. So in ECG, I got loads of little sticky pads put on me, on my stomach, on my shoulders, on my chest, on the left-hand side. And they monitored my heart, make sure that the rhythm was okay, that I wasn't skipping any beats, that everything was normal. We did a lung capacity test where you take a big deep breath and you blow into that tube 3 times until you go lightheaded and start seeing stars. We couldn't do a body mass index test because of the issues I just described. My height and my weight and everything isn't consistent with what I was born with. So technically, if I'm 4 foot tall, but I weigh 9 stone, technically, I'm clinically obese. So the readings wouldn't have been accurate. I'm not worried about that. I know I'm not obese. I know I'm not overweight. Carrying a little bit of fat, but we're dealing with that. It's nothing big. Nothing big. It's not a big deal. It's not affecting my health. That's just a vanity thing, I think. We tested my spine. So he rolled this thing up and down my spine, it was like a 3D scanner and like a wireless Bluetooth mouse thing that he ran up and down my spine, which was interesting because I thought with prosthetics, there might be some issues with my spine because of the alignment and the way I walk. There weren't. Stood up, I was fine. Bent over, I was fine. And then they had you, normally with 2 hands, you hold a weight out in front of you. It's only 2K. But I obviously did it with 1 hand, and that was all fine. And actually everything in that, when the readings they took, was perfectly within healthy parameters. So I did a couple of tests there for an hour, went back into the waiting room, and then went in to see the other doctor, and we talked through a lot of the results, and it was brilliant. All my blood tests came back, everything was perfect. There was one reading that I instantly noticed that was flagged up in red, which I was a little bit concerned about, but as we read down the page, it got explained to me. So it was cholesterol that was in the red. Now, there are two types of cholesterol, good and bad, and fortunately for me, the good one was the one in the red. So not that it's a bad thing, but I had an excess of good cholesterol, so it was a good thing. You know, it's better than an excess of bad cholesterol. So all my blood work came back perfect, all within normal parameters. Liver, kidneys, all that was cool. Lung capacity, perfect. We did some stress tests where you put a little probe on your earlobe, and you've got to follow this breathing pattern to see how you handle stress and where you lie in those zones, and how quickly you get back to a relaxed state and a state of calm. All came back perfect. What else did we do? The ECG, like I said, that was all perfect. Spine, great. Urine, my piss was fine. Nothing in that. Nothing got picked up out of the ordinary in that. And you know, after all those results were read out, you know, I felt on top of the world, because you know, not only did the doctor at the end of it say that she was happy with the results, she said she was actually very impressed with the way that I've maintained my health, the way I proactively am with my health, the way I'm fit, the way I meditate, the way I have a good diet, the way I exercise, all that kind of stuff. And you know, some people are going to giggle now. I'm not going to giggle, but obviously I had to get my man berries squeezed, and she showed me properly how to check my testicles for any lumps and bumps. And I kind of thought I knew how to do it before. I didn't. She showed me a new way to do it, which I hadn't done before. And again, all perfect, smooth, round, clear, whatever the description is. Everything was healthy there. I had the option of a prostate exam, but I was told that unless I had any concerns, then it wasn't really necessary. So I turned that down. I'm not going to stick anything up there unless I absolutely have to. But I have no concerns, no issues, anything. So the point of me telling you this, guys, is be proactive with your health. Now, this was it was a 2-hour exam. It was quite in-depth, quite comprehensive. Not something that I need to get done every year. Not something I don't think anyone needs to get done every year. But I plan on getting this kind of test done every 4 to 5 years. And then every 12 months, I'll do what I normally do anyway. And that is go to my GP and just get a quick bit of blood done, the urine, and all those basic tests, lung capacity tests, just to make sure that I'm good and I'm still functioning well and I'm still fit and healthy. My actual resting... Okay, I messed this up because I'm not a doctor. So heart rate or beats per minute or whatever it is, I think if I remember rightly, she said it should be between 60 and 90. Apologies that the light's gone off. Mine was 42. And she said if it wasn't for the fact that I was so fit and healthy, she would be very concerned. But then she took the stethoscope out and listened to my heart and said, no, absolutely fine. It's just because you're so fit that your heart's like, yeah, cool, I can chill, just beat a little bit less and relax and take it easy. So listen, guys, be proactive with your health. Check it out. Go get checked. Go see a GP. Get a rundown. Get all your bloods taken. Get your heart rate taken. Get your blood pressure taken. Get all that stuff taken. Be proactive with it. Prevention is much better than cure, believe me. I am over the moon with how that went. You know, my morale is through the roof now. To be told, you know, everything is perfect. The only things that were flagged up red was because it was too good, was a great feeling. So I celebrated with a cheeky little Costa, and I'm going to head home now. But I just wanted to lay this down in a video and say, guys, health, it is so important. Look after your body. It is the only place that you have to live. And also look after your mind. You know, feed it positive thoughts like you feed your body positive foods. Meditate, fill it with positive things, and just be proactive of all of this. We're all busy, we all get stressed, there's all sorts of things that we've all got to juggle and manage in our own everyday lives, with children, with school, with work, hobbies, and all that good stuff, paying the mortgage, paying the bills. Don't ever neglect your health, mentally or physically, for any of those things. That's it from me, guys. Again, apologies for this lighting. Maybe it's a good thing to some of you guys, but listen, be proactive, look after your health. Mark, out.